KC9 Victor Kilo Victor, are you still there? N0PDG.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, and we are rolling. Let me get all set up here, just about set up. And right now we've got conditions on 10 meters. Who we got there?
Yeah, this is November 0, Papa Delta Golf, N0PDG, pretty darn good. The name is Mike, and I'm located in Duluth, Minnesota. We are a port city. We do have a lot of ships that come in and out of our location. They come from Cleveland. They come from all over the place, up the Sioux line there, and up the Sault Ste. Marie, and it's a pretty good city, over.
Roger, Roger. Now, how far are you off of the coast, Roger?
I'm about five miles from Lake Superior. I'm about 5 miles inland. I have 12 acres at my location, and it's pretty private and real low noise level, over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Now, give me your call sign one more time, slowly, phonetically.
November 0, Papa Delta Golf, N0, pretty darn good, over.
Roger, Roger. And again, the name up that way?
The name is Mike. The name is Mike, and it's nice to meet you, Jim.
Roger, Roger. Now, we we hadn't planned this, and I wasn't really actually doing any QSO-VLOG'S, but we had such a solid connection that I tried to get the studio up, and I just was knowing that by the time we got the studio up, the conditions would change. But, Mike, you're hanging in there, Roger?
Yeah, you're really hanging in there too, Jim. We're having a pretty good day today weather-wise. It's about 70-some degrees here with clear skies, and the reason why we have summertime here in Duluth, Minnesota is so we can get prepared for winter, over.
Hey, roger that. Roger that. And you were talking about firewood. You have to go cut firewood?
Well, yeah, I got to get it cut down and get it split up. I do have some help once in a while that I got to have, but for the most part, I can get by with one fill on the propane tank, a 500-gallon propane tank, and usually lasts. I got three girls. I've been married for 27 years, and I got to keep the girls nice and warm with the wood heat, over.
Oh, roger that, man. Roger that. You gotta realize what your priorities are there, and not necessarily ham radio, Roger.
Yeah, ham radio comes second all the time. But yep, they keep me on my toes. Jim, and I got a good wife and a great family. That's for sure, over.
Roger, Roger, and a good sounding station. Could you tell me a little bit about your operating conditions, what radio and stuff?
Yeah, I'm running an ICOM 746 Pro. It's a little older radio, but it's really a good radio. I'm running 100 watts. I got an off-center fed Buckmaster antenna. It's coax fed, and it's at 55 feet on the tower. I got 40 feet of tower and then 15 feet of masting, and the antenna is right at the 55-foot mark, over.
Roger, Roger. Now, what kind of antenna is that? Kind of describe it.
Well, it's an off-center fed dipole. It's long on one end and shorter on the other. I think it's like 90-some feet on one end. And I have a long leg going south, and I have the short leg about 45 feet going north. And the coax goes up to a 55-foot mark where the center of the inverted V is. And each end is approximately about 20 feet off the ground, over.
Roger, Roger. Now, you know, your radiation pattern theoretically is east and west if your antenna is running north and south.
Yeah, but man, you're just been solid here the whole time, Jim. KC9 Victor Kilo Victor, N0PDG, November 0, Papa Delta Golf for ID. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. We are running our full-wave 36-foot loop antenna. It's vertically mounted on a rotor, and it's actually a rectangular 10-foot on the horizontal side and 8 foot on the vertical side, and it's supported in the middle by a steel tube and driven from the top. So the first radiation is on the horizontal side, and it does tend to resist fading, because I'm thinking it's radiating both vertically and horizontally simultaneously. Roger?
Yeah, it's very possible. I have really lots of good luck with this Buckmaster. It's made by a company called Buckmaster. That's all I can tell you. It's only the 300 watt version. They do make a 3,000 watt version, but I don't run the power here. I don't have an amplifier. So I just run what the radio can do, and as long as I got it up high enough, it seems to work pretty good. Over.
Oh yeah, Roger. I was really surprised you were only running 100 watts, you know. That's what I was running. I am running now. I've got the SB220, but it's tuned for 40, and it would take more time than probably what we have, or what Mother Nature is going to give us to get that jobber cooking, Roger.
Yeah, real good there, Jim. You know, back in the day, I used to drive semi-trucks, and I used to go to Kentucky quite often. And I really liked the Kentucky area. That was a very pretty area. Over.
Roger. Now, just for information, we are running on 28.430, and this is a 10-meter opening. Yay! I've waited for this for quite a while. You know, I didn't spend much time waiting. You know, if one camps out on 10 meters waiting for it to open up, they're going to grow old fast, Roger.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I tell you, 10 meters opening doesn't come too often, and when it does, you got to snag it. Just like 6 meters. Every once in a while, 6 meters opens up, and then very rarely, I got 2-meter sideband capabilities here at the house, and it's a lot of fun too. Over.
Oh, Roger. Now, I do a lot of repeater exploring. I usually go in the southeast direction, down towards Cross Mountain and La Follette. That's about 240 miles away. Every once in a while I get into Mount Mitchell, which is about 400 miles away. And that Mount Mitchell, you know, is that antenna on Mount Mitchell is at 6,600 feet, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. What is your elevation at your location? My elevation here is about 1,284 feet. My elevation is about 1,284 feet. What's yours, Jim?
Gosh, I'm not real sure. Well, I was just looking at it the other day, but I think it was like 970 feet above sea level. Okay, real good. Yeah, you got a good solid copy there, Jim. So I do hear some other stations trying to come in there on my end. I'm not sure if you're hearing them or not, but I do have a couple breaking stations in there. So I'll probably have to say 73 to you, Jim. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. KC9 Kilo Victor from November 0, Papa Delta Golf. Mike here in Duluth, Minnesota. It's been a pleasure on this end. Over. Roger, Mike. And again, we are rolling tape, and we'll probably be posting this in the next couple of days. So if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, that'll bring up the QSO-VLOG page, and on that page you'll probably see your call sign. I'm not sure, you know, YouTube, you never can tell where they're going to put it on the page, but hopefully it'll be towards the top. Roger. Okay,
well, I appreciate you taking the time to do that, Jim, and it's been a pleasure talking with you, and I hope you and your wife have a great rest of your life. And I will try and do the same over here. Over.
Roger, Mike. Well, three's that away, sir. You have a real good day, and we'll catch you later. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor.
MIKE-N0PDG, November 0, Papa, Delta Golf Clear, and 73s.
73s.